Samanan, guys. Has I read the most powerful thing this morning? I can't remember what social media platform, but it said, Uguti, the road to heaven feels like hell, and the road to hell feels like heaven. Yo, I didn't want to go train this morning. I didn't want to wake up. It's a bit cold in Joburg. So alarm yami khalile, and I was just like, no, I am namhlanje. Or ting ting to snooze. Like those little voices that are speaking in your mind constantly, and I ended up going to gym, and I had a very, very fucking hot session. Yes, I had a tough session, but at the end of it, I saw that line again, and I was like, azi ngempela guys, azi ngempela guys, azi yonke into that we've been fed as good, we've realized, all the things that we've been told are good in the short term have resulted in negative outcomes long term. Asicabangi guys, asicabangi mhlambe being a player, those things, if you're honest with yourself, being a slay queen, phone, tell my weave, let's be honest guys. Let's be honest. The diet, donuts in the KFC. Let's be honest, the things that we've really enjoyed in the short to medium term has given us nothing but fucking negativity in the long term. Like the road to heaven feels like hell. As my yes. There's a quote that Mark Twain says where he says, "Eat the frog." Eat the frog. I think it's Mark Twain, wasn't correct, where he says, "Eat the frog first thing in the morning." And today it was a fucking hot day, and Kale with something hard, with the hope that everything else will be easier. Not saying Guti things will be easier, but it gives that thing Guti, I was able to climb such a huge mountain, therefore I can. I had a great chat with Iole Tumamsi, like literally 10 minutes ago, about the challenges of life, about the hardship of life, and how you need to keep fighting, how you need to just keep going no matter how hard it is. On Saturday, I hope my mate doesn't feel any type of way with me talking about this, but on Saturday I went sparring. So it was me, my partner, and a friend of mine, Black Slim, shout out Black Slim. So we went sparring, we went to the gym just to feel a little bit, and I've seen a lot of his stories and his where he's hitting like a boxing bag, like a heavy bag, and he's hitting it nicely, and he's hitting and he's throwing. And I've always been like, "Hey bro, let's go spar. And he's been hesitant, and even the conversations that we were having on Saturday, I was like, here's the difference between a heavy bag and life or actual sparring. A heavy bag, when you're hitting the bag, that bag is just waiting. So when you're tired, and you need to catch a break, you can take a step back and that bag will wait for you. That bag won't move. It'll just chill. Then you'll get some water, rest there, and then you can go back. When you're sparring with someone, guys, when you're sparring with someone, the moment you get tired, he's not standing to wait. He's taking advantage of that. He's waiting for you to get tired before it. And I was saying to him, Guti, that's exactly like life. I was saying to my mom now, Guti, that's exactly like life. Life will give you one negative just to test the waters. You walking back home and it starts raining and you don't have an umbrella. So that's the first thing. So now you cold, you wet, and you're miserable. That's the first test. That's the first negative. And if you take a second to just look at me, I'm so sad. Life is a Wednesday. After that, you're gonna get sick. This is Okshang isn't the second one. This is Oksha with the second thing. If you still now is Oksha with the real sickness where you have to go to the doctor, 500 rand, get some medicine, another 500 rand, 1,000 rand you don't have. Okay, to here Mashonisa. Then you can't pay them back. And Mashonisa goes and takes your laptop. The same laptop that you use for work. Now Now life is going to be a snowball of just challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. Again, because you're feeling sulky and sad for yourself. In life, it didn't face. Even my trip, It trip as if like now you are falling, as if you wanted to do push-ups or the worm, you break dance, it was so much fast. You know, in life, if you're walking home and it starts raining, you just think of a Rocky movie, clang, 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 try jog and use this for inspiration. Yeah, I've got this, got this. Figuring get fast, pose something warm, shy made lemon, yeah, what, lale. It ding out ukuthi ungayiniki a chance yokuthi exploit it, because it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop. You know, it gives you challenge upon challenge upon challenge to break you or to build you. And if you look at it as a challenge to break you, you know, or you can say, look, this feels like hell. This feels like hell. Let me go through it. Let me embrace it. Let me push. You know, I'll fall, it'll creep. It'll try and stop me when I'm done, but let me just spin out of it. You shy spin a running, back fall, out. You know, it's so interesting because I find myself in the most privileged spaces. So we were recording, I recorded with my brother twice last week. Please check out the first Pen and Pen where we were talking about culture. We spoke about culture and fake rape accusations. So just check that out. And then we did one with advocate Ike Khumalo. What a powerful black man. So like my brother, they both say they done with the black community. You know, they both say they done with being Zulu, they done with helping blacks, you know, and it's such an interesting conversation. So I hope you guys get to check it out. And then I called him out, obviously, you know, I called him out and I was like, for people that are always on social platforms motivating the black youth, motivating the young black man, talking about the corruption within our government and holding them accountable, you don't seem like you are giving up on us. It seems like you're angry and frustrated. It seems like you're going to because we don't listen to your guidance and your counsel, but it doesn't seem like you're giving up, you know. And I love Upra Ike, and you guys need to subscribe to his channel. You can't subscribe to his channel. They've cancelled him again. I think it's the third time they kick him off YouTube. Very controversial person. Look, like any person, there's a lot I agree with. There's a lot that I'm, you know, not fully there. But great guy. And in being that, you know, I say all of that to say this, Ogoti, when you're sitting in these spaces, you get to learn so much, and then you get to take it in, and you get to drink from the well of wisdom. This guy's an advocate. This guy is very successful. You know, this guy was a political that was in those spaces, really did fight, really was a student activist, and now he's a successful advocate. Well, I don't know if he's a successful advocate, but I know he's an advocate, you know, and I know him and I think he's amazing. And I'm like, he has had to overcome so many challenges in order to get where he's gotten, and he couldn't give up. You know, I'm looking at my brother trending all the time on some of the shit that he says, and I'm like, he's not giving up. Life, you can't afford to stop and to give up. You need to go, let's go. And the more it throws at you, the more you must get under it, check up. But you have to keep going. This thing of you saying, oh, woe is me. Oh, it's a Monday, rolls eyes. If you're gonna come through with the, oh, it's a Monday, rolls eyes, Monday is gonna go, oh, okay. All right. Give me. And then Monday's going to fold you. Like it always folds you. Because you approach it with so much negativity. You know, you going through the week just to get to Friday. Woo, Friday. You know. Then when I know Friday, I'm machomas. But again, guys, it's this mindset. It's paved or it feels like heaven. And it's not. It's hell. Put yourself in challenging spaces. Not everything that glitters is gold. I've said this time and time again in multiple videos that I've done. Kanye West was onto something. Not everything that glitters is gold. Some of these things is just bullshit. You know, you trade actual gold, actual assets for bullshit. Hey, guys, the guy they take advantage of. So this week, please, guys, let's have our mind on. Let's literally go through it. Yes, you're going to face 1,000 challenges before lunch today. I get that. But you need to keep going. And every failure is feedback. Shit, how was I meant to move like this? How was I meant to gain this? How can I keep pushing like this? Every failure is a feedback. It's feedback on what you need to do to improve. It's feedback on how you can become a better version of you. It's feedback so that you can get to that next level. Not ukuthi for when uzostetemela ukhale. Okay, khala-ke fast. Mawuqeda ukukhala usule inyembezi and keep going. Keep going. Yabona. But you can't afford to give up. You can't afford to say ngikhathele. You can't afford to Our life iyahleka, guys. Understand, like that line said, the road to heaven feels like hell, and the road to hell feels like heaven. We've all experienced this. We all know this. But anyway, guys, please have a blessed Monday. Go get it. Be successful. Be happy. Be everything that you pray and work hard to become. Please comment below. Just tell me how you're feeling. How's your weekend? How's your week? Are you ready to go get it? Share this video far and wide. If you think other people will benefit, hit that like button, that notification bell, that subscription, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Guys, I'm out.